Whoa, I guess I may be dreaming. Or maybe I'm dead. Ah, shit. I'm dead. I got trials coming up. And I'm already dead. I guess my heart can't handle anything any longer. Yeah, no. I am gone. Yeah, nope. The angel of life is gone. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, my father's gonna have a field day and a half. Okay, what is going about here? Oh. Maybe I'm not dead. This actually looks kind of nice here, and, Oh, there you are, Yenna. Oh, I'm not dead. Oh, of course not. If you were dead, then you would have been in a more, disturbing place. Valid point. Sorry, just, having one of those days, no worries, but go ahead and take a seat. Okay. Well, looks like that the trials are coming up for you. That they are. I'm assuming, well, you already got infoed about them. I have from the source. Yeah. Although I appreciate you, actually giving, Exidier a nice little slap for me, I don't think that was a smart choice in doing that, but it was still funny. Yeah, but then again, that's how the old man is, but still. Well, still, just also remember, too, about, well, technically you have two families. I know. I just don't need a reminder. I'm just waiting for the day when I get reamed by Azrael about it. Oh, he won't. I'm gonna make sure of it. I gotta remind him, how long did it take for him to get you back home? Touché, Grandma, touché. Though, how are you feeling? Hopefully you're not too nervous. Kinda, sorta, because, well, this is gonna be out of my element, but at the same time, I wanna at least make sure I can be able to get to where I need to get to in order to complete this last path. That I understand. Though, I will be honest, I was a little thrown off about, this hedgehog blade. Thrown off about what? That he offered to train you and help you get prepared. Yeah, I was a bit surprised too that he wanted me to be his student. Oh, if only he knew. What do you mean? If only he knew how truly strong you are. Yeah, well, I respect the guy. I'm not gonna go all out and hurt him when we're training. In a way, I just got to at least a decent power level, so that way at least, hey, I can still fight on my own without having to shed blood. And here I thought your new friends had, helped you out with it. Yeah. Are you talking about Relic? Oh, that's his name? Well, yes. I felt that there was someone else within your minds that wasn't... Well, I did feel like a dark presence in a way within your mind the other day. But at the same time, there was no threats. In a way, I'm hoping to be able to meet him one day. I'm gonna be honest, something about him really rings a bell with him. I don't know why. Well, looks like the wise Grandma Azara, or Gizara, doesn't necessarily know how everything works. I may be an ancestor, and I may enjoy watching over everybody, but at the same time, I even have my own limits. I mean, for example, with Exidier. Yes, I am fully aware that you two have developed a bond of your own. I'm fully aware that he calls you his daughter, as well as making sure that you have plenty of brothers and sisters. Yeah, I got too many of them! But also at the same time, there is still a lot that I don't know about him. And honestly, even there are moments too where I know that you have been, in a way, off planet. even off of the universe. Oh yeah. Well, it happens twice. Go on. Well, I've actually learned, well, we already know there's more than one universe out there, hence why it's called the multiverse. Well, apparently there are multiple multiverses out there, and technically it's called Omniverse. Aha. Do tell me about those encounters. I'm curious. Well, there was one place I went to that was the first planet to ever exist within the Omniverse. I did meet a friend there, plus made some new ones there as well. And which friend was it? It was a hedgehog called Eagle. I met him a while back through another friend. Ah, yes. Mr. Been Through Hell and Back. Yep. And because he did show me about the Omniverse and about how, certain worlds and universes die and some are how they are born. And even as somebody who's the angel of life at home, pretty much, although, yeah, I look forward to the birth of one universe, the death of another is still kind of sad. Well, with somebody who needs to understand about balance, or at least should already understand about it, you do know life and death cannot exist if one is down. That is true. And then there was another, Omniverse that I saw. Though, thing was, I definitely made a new friend there. Oh? He goes by the name of Silkadoom, or Ultimate Omniversal Silkadoom. Aha. Interesting. Well, hopefully he has been actually quite helpful with you. He's been more than helpful. In all honesty, he reminds me of you in a way. Really? Pretty much he's been watching all of creation, and mainly, and particularly this multiverse. And pretty much he has an eye on an acquaintance of mine. But when we met, he understood my duties and know that, pretty much in a way he understands that what I'm doing is by fate's word. Ah. Well, no wonder. Though I have a feeling, this acquaintance of yours most likely is going to be an apprentice of his. Kinda, sorta. More like a student in a way. Mainly because I know this acquaintance is having a bit of a problem that I had not realized he had. Oh? Yeah, all I can say is, it looks like I'm not the only one that had to deal with, crazy people in my head. Oh, okay, that makes sense. But anything else on your adventures that you would like to share? Well, if I do tell you, you might already know about them. I know, but I still like to get a little more context and be able to see your point of view. Yeah, I'm sure you already know, definitely you already know because you told my father that I have an older brother. Oh, yes. I know. I definitely know that your brother did not take it well. Yeah. Whose idea was it to send Draco out to try to find out who this brother is, only to find out it was him? Azara. I'm guilty as charged. Why? Well, to be honest, it was either you wait until you were on your deathbed, which would be probably thousands of more millennia from now, or you find out a little bit sooner And best at least let Draco find out about it. I know that there should be at least a moment in time for him to be able to understand, though. I'm gonna be honest, I did not expect his reaction. You did not expect his reaction, really? I can be able to explain. Because when I had a feeling that Azrael had another child out there, pretty much my guesses were correct, and that the bloodline of Midoriko was still going about, just hidden out somewhere else. And then come to find out that's the only lover that had been with Midoriko when she had passed, along with, well, the birth of her son. Azrael had to be the one. And I'll be honest, when he accepted in marrying your mother, I was hesitant. Hesitant or not approving? Both. Both? It's mainly because I worry about my daughters. I know Marina was heartbroken when her first lover had left her, and she was left with little Rosaria. I didn't want the same thing to happen to Anihara. I understand. But over time, though, I've seen Anihara very happy, and Azrael kept to his promise. To be with her, whether or not sickness and in health, till death do they part. And although there were some problems, look at them now. They're still together to this day. Though, just wish that Uncle Barchel would have been alright. Would at least been a lot better, though. Well, I'm not sure if, your memories would be able to clear up more, but you do know that Barchel was a lot more of a, how should I say, was actually a lot of different person than the man that had separated you and tried killing you on several occasions. I figured as much, because although they're clear, there are still moments that there's some individuals that are a bit hazy. With Barchel, I will admit, when I try to remember those memories, pretty much where I see is just the figure is blurry, but I recognize his voice, and pretty much him treating me like, hey, I was already part of the family. Yes, well, as long as you have the voice and the personality down. Because that was what he once was before Gabriel poisoned his mind. Speaking of which, I recommend that you keep an ear out from your father. Hopefully the next time he has something serious that he wishes to discuss with you, it has something to do with your godfather. And, but anyways, back to the subject at hand here with Draco. Question. Do you know where Draco is by any chance? I was afraid you would ask. I know you were unable to detect him, and have you tried that telepathic technique that you two have learned? I have, several times. Even when I went to go and search for him. I couldn't get a link on him. Well, right now I cannot detect him myself either. But I'll tell you this. This new threat that will be approaching, it is best that at least you don't involve yourself too much with it. Why not? If it has something to do with my friends or with my family, it's best I do something. I know, but still, let's just say with this threat, it will be a test of your emotions and your heart. But if you go in head on and alone, you may become a part of that threat. We don't want that to happen again. I understand. But in due time, you'll be able to find out. But just know when you see Draco again, he's not going to be the same man that you once remembered. I'll try to remember that. And I do feel that several of your friends, they're not going to be the same as well. Especially that little otter friend of yours. She's going to have the toughest time with it. Cookie. Well, she had been going through some stuff. I know she was... When I attempted to try to find another holder for the red emeralds, when I tried to make her one, well, it burned right through my glove and burned my hand. That was a sign. One of the signs. And then the other one was whenever she was feeling ill. When she was coughing up something out of her. Oh, all that black stuff! Yes. Oh. I know I should have done something sooner. No. Do not blame yourself. This is something out of your control. But I can tell you this. As long as your friends are able to push back and follow the directions of someone wise that has been dealing with these individuals, you will be okay. Just remember, you can't always be the hero in everyone's story, but you can be a supporting role, which is why I want you to focus on those trials that Exidia will put you through. And once you are able to accomplish it, then you'll be able to gain power. And, well, I will admit something, though. Thinking about it more, I know it has something to do with that, fire form of yours. I call it savage. Either way, let's just say there's definitely a lot more to it. I definitely know that. But when you accomplish these trials, not only is it going to get stronger, but it will awaken more of what you could have become if you were not considered the angel of life. So more of the darkness within me is going to grow. I wouldn't necessarily say that. It's more like something that you, like I said, you could have become as a fallen angel. Were you to, well, decide to return home, or if VRChat hadn't did what he did, or if somehow, someway, Azrael decided to take you and Anihara back over to his kingdom to live with him permanently. I get what you're saying now. And also, do not panic too much if your left eye is hurting. From what I could be able to tell, that's just a side effect of your, how do you call it, evolution? Sounds about right. But, again, try not to focus too much upon this threat. Have faith in your friends. And definitely succeed in those trials. I have a feeling you're going to be needing everything you can within you in order to succeed. Right. But... though... I wonder, though... Maybe you can answer me this. You seem hesitant when I mention about, oh, my inner darkness or dark side is growing. Well, I don't know how I should put this. Did you want me to figure it out on my own? Well, this is one thing I'm concerned about. not even I can be able to guess on whether or not it's a good idea for you to find out on your own, or if I should tell you. I'm all ears, Azara. Unlike some people, I'm not gonna get angry with you over some information. Yeah, I'll be shocked, but I'm not gonna be mad. Alright. Well, when I was still within your body when you were a child, I felt something that was off. Huh? When you were just a small child, I noticed there was a moment where someone was trying to promise you on strengthening your heart to at least help you out with the weak heart that you have. But it turned out to be a lie. Wait, what? Did someone try to poison me? No. No. In reality, they just tried to fix your soul, according to them. Eh? I mean, well, I had my soul repaired once before. I know. But this was different. It was more like splitting your soul. I don't know why. Even I tried to alert them to stop because I knew something was going to happen. But no one listened. I couldn't tell who it was. Honestly, my vision within you was a lot more blinder when I was inhabited within your body. Huh. Do you think maybe Kurama or Gabriel may have something to do with it? Possibility. But in a way, though, if it was either one of them, their plan backfired. Because, look at you. You're a hero to many. You're the princess of the foxes, the guardian of Mobius, and the angel of life. Well, whatever they did, well, I never really felt any side effects or anything off. Most likely, you are not really feeling any lasting effects. But again, not even I could tell who did it. But again, most likely it did backfire. If it did, well, if only they were still alive, I would have said, you all failed. That is true. And, by the way, I'll give you also just a little bit of extra information because I have a feeling it will be a long while before you and I are able to talk like this. I don't want to distract you from your trials. Oh, I understand completely. Well, just know that as soon as you complete the third path, you will be able to, how should I say, see a newer path open. Not like, well, it has to be a certain subject matter and whatnot like those 3 paths, but more like uniting all 3 paths into one. I did tell Raziel this, but... Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and confess here. Raziel will become, in a way, your guide when that moment hits. Huh. You sure it's a good idea? I don't want to add any more stress to the guy. Well, since you did have that bond restored a little over a year ago, you have nothing to worry about with stressing him out. After all, he is more than happy to help you out in any way, shape, or form. In a way, he did admit to me that he does see you like a daughter. Huh. And here I was worried about Azrael and Exidior not getting along. Ah, yes. Well, I will be meeting with your 3 main guides eventually. Your father, Tikal, and Exidier. I will make sure at least they all have their focuses. I do have some instructions that I need to give them, just so that way you don't feel like you're being thrown off in any way, shape, or form. And one other thing. One of your bonds with one of your holders will be tested. But just know, as long as you still hold on to that bond, it will not be your fault if it shatters. What do you mean shatter? Who? I best not say it. Because if I tell you, I know how you can get when you're angry or upset. But I will tell you this. No matter what this holder does to you that you consider traitorous or could be hurtful to you, hold on to that bond. Have faith that that bond is still there. And then, that whoever the holder is, the ball, in a way, the ball will be in their court, as what they say. It will be up to them on whether or not they still hold on to that bond, or if they're going to let it go for their own selfish reasons. Yeah. But I do have one other question. I'm sorry if I'm being too much. No. Your family. There's no such thing as too much or too many questions. How is Dragon? The orange hedgehog. Well, the poor boy is struggling with his own demons. However, although as much as I know you want to be able to help him out, when you two reunite, try not to push yourself to helping him. It's okay if you keep an eye on him. That is you being a guardian. But don't forget too, I also know the rest of what needs to be done if a holder voluntarily gives up his emerald. Tikal had given me some information. I have spent some time with her. That explains all the baby pictures that you showed her. Well, at any rate, just gotta remember too, if a holder decides to step down voluntarily for any reason whatsoever, as long as that holder holds on to the bonds that you share, you gotta remember, they're still under your eternal protection. They just won't have the power boost nor the weakness. But they will be blessed with your element. I'll be sure to keep that in mind. Though, one thing about that element. They cannot use it unless you are nearby. In a way, it will show your true guardian spirit. Okay. That makes sense. Well, but also for this third path, will this affect the other paths in general? Not necessarily moral-wise. There's a chance, though, that it may help with strengthening your resolve, and also be able to strengthen a little bit within the Angel of Life as well as the Guardian. But, again, when you finish that path, your blood will be revealed. And then afterwards, take some time to be able to breathe. I know there may be a chance you may hit a plateau, but if you do hit that plateau, do not despair. Because in a way, that will signify that it is time to merge all three, and Raziel will be there to help you. Then how come Raziel's not going to be involved with this meeting that you're going to be having with the other guides? Well, in all honesty, he will soon be. He needs to understand a little more of himself first before he gets into, how do they call it? Gets into the big boys club. Ah. How do you know so much about modern terms there, Azara? Oh, well, I've just been, overhearing you as well as a few of your other friends. Which other friends? Oh, well, I know, let's see, there's Chill, there's your adorable daughter, Zoe. Oh, yeah, and then there's your friend, Alex. Wait, speaking of Alex, why did you never tell me that you got a Celebi? Well, long story short, right as soon as I took hold of the astral plane, took hold of becoming an ancestor, as I was starting up with rebuilding the Fox Kingdom and helping Rosaria out, as well as you, I saw the Celebi in a village. Initially, I had no idea what a Pokemon was. I will admit I was extremely confused and had a hard time understanding her. But, however, I got a chance to know her more over time. I was able to understand her a little bit more too. And so, therefore, she, in a way, has become a little companion of mine. Think of her as a way of keeping an eye on things within your world, within Mobius. Just so that way nothing goes awry. Especially with the power of time, if something goes wrong with the timeline, she could be able to take care of it. Why did that sound almost a little bit sus there, Azara? Well, just know that if you do see a little pink Celebi and, if she recognizes you, that is my companion. I have told her a lot about you and Rosaria, so she's definitely going to be able to get along with the both of you just fine. Uh-huh. But also there's something else too, before I forget. I know you and your friend Chilled have been doing research in regards to some images that you've been getting within your head. Yeah. Well, we had some obstacles. Apparently they were going by the order of the God of Faith or something like that. I will tell you this. Keep going with what you're doing in regards to that. Because I know there will be more obstacles there. But take your time in looking into it. Because if you just find it all out willy-nilly, you might have a mental breakdown. I understand. Same thing goes with your friend Chilled. But if you two are at least able to find something, it's okay to go ahead and go along with what you got. But again, take your time on it. Don't let it be a top priority until all your affairs are in order, all important matters are out of the way, and this threat is also taken care of as well. I'm sorry, but when you mentioned about that threat, I still feel a little discouraged at the fact that you told me to stand down from it. Well, sometimes heroes need to take care of themselves. And with you as a hero, you need to work on yourself more before you start handling threats head on. Just remember, continue to have faith within your friends. They could be able to handle it. And also another thing too. About you and Draco. Once this threat is taken care of and he's no longer a victim of it, I know that there may be some problems going on with the two of you, but I don't know how I could be able to say this. Go ahead, Grandma. Whatever you do, If something is to happen between the two of you where it affects your bond, do not let go of the memories that you have of him. If you let go of it, then there is no chance of you having your half-brother with you. But if you hold on to them, then give it time. Do not try to involve anybody within your scuffle. Well, I know you won't, but I'm talking about everybody else. Don't worry, I won't. I'm just tired of losing people. And close to losing people as well. I understand. Oh, and another thing as well. I know you're having marriage thoughts. Yeah. I find that adorable. I know that some people may not see it, but I know Chris is a good person for you. But take your time on proposing it. And it's okay to ask for help if needed. It's never considered a problem if you ask for help from anyone, especially your close friends. I understand. And also definitely keep a close eye on your bonds as well. Because some of them may end up strengthening. I could be able to feel it. Especially the hedge fox. You mean Chilled? I know you've met his adopted mother. I can tell she has a good heart. Quite a feisty one. Almost reminds me of my younger self. Yeah. She was a sweetheart. I only met her once. I'm hoping to be able to at least have a talk with her again here soon. Well, definitely do. And who knows? It could be able to help out with strengthening your bond with Chilled. But keep a close eye on that bond. You'll be able to find something out with it. Well, I do know that each of the bonds that I have when it comes to the 7 emeralds, they do represent something. Think about it. Could he be the bond of fate? A little more. Friendship? Higher. I know it's not love. Too high. Wait. Spiritual? You got it. Yeah, I've just been trying to at least, look into what each of those bonds represent, because I know that, well, obviously Chris represents love. I mean, hello, he's love of my life. Yes, but definitely, like I said, keep a close eye on that bond, and their bonds with everybody else. I even find it adorable, though, that certain bonds that you're developing a little bit quicker than expected. Especially with that Rallick fellow and with Dragon's girlfriend, Sarah. Yeah, I mean, come on, Sarah's a sweetheart. She's a great artist, and I know that there is a warrior within her, even if she denies it. And that is what I love about you there, Yenna. You definitely know there is something there, even if you can't guess it. And also, plus I will take a visit to Rallick in the future. Hopefully he won't be too spooked when seeing me. I want to be able to get to know him a bit more and try to understand him a little bit more too. I feel like this is more than just fate that could brought you two together. Well, I mean, he did save Eiji's life. That I know. But I'm a little worried about if I do end up meeting that little yellow muse, that she's going to have the same reaction to me like she had a reaction to my daughter. Yeah. She better not. I swear that woman's by heart attack is even worse than mine. All I do know about your girl crush is just once! For now. Don't remind me. Well, some of your friends are quite mischievous, especially the older ones. And I mean by that Darkbox fellow. Yeah, he's a chill guy. And I don't know why the heck they're all so afraid of him. I mean, maybe he's because he's super strong. I mean, hey, if I punch him, it most likely will break my fist. Well, you are correct on that. But just note too that he could definitely be of some help in the future. You'll never know. Yeah, well, we'll see how things go. Oh, and I believe it's almost morning for you. And I definitely know you have 1 day left before your trial starts, so I recommend you take some time to get some fresh air, maybe spend some time with friends. Well, I am going to go be visiting my friend Kit. I know that he's looking to try to expand his friend group a little bit. There you go. Definitely spend some time with them. And then tomorrow, your trials will start. Well, thank you, Azara. Of course. But and don't worry. Like I said, I'll pop up again when you're done with your trials. Unless it's an emergency, and I absolutely need you around. I understand. My little Yenna, you've become so wiser. Yet you are still the same child. Azara. And do tell Exidy I said hello. Boop. No. Oh. Sorry, I'm still trying to get used to that. I understand. I know, you're an adult. And I'll be sure to remind Azrael as well that you may be his little girl, but you are grown up. And not to interfere with your independence. But I swear when the time hits, he better not try to murder Chris. Oh no, he won't. I'll be sure of it. And Anihara will be sure of it. I already know Anihara already likes him. Understandable. Man, I'll see you later, Azara. I'll see you later. Oh, one more thing. Boop! Farewell. Farewell, Yenna. Alright, body, time to wake up. Alright, meeting with Grandma's over with.